Guys, welcome to today's lecture. Today we continue our discussion around the bivariate data analysis. If you recall, last time we have started our bivariate data analysis with the first method of bivariate data analysis, namely two-way tables, and we have already constructed two-way tables for two qualitative variables. For example, we have constructed two-way tables for gender and education, and with the help of the two-way tables we could comment whether the two variables are associated or not. In addition to that, we have said three other concepts, namely joint frequency, marginal frequency, as well as conditional frequency. Today we continue our discussions around the two-way tables, this time for two quantitative variables. Two-way table for two quant variables. In order to construct two-way table for two quantitative variables, what we do is first categorize the two quant variables, the two quantitative variables. As we transform the quantitative variables into a qualitative variable, in other words, as we categorize the quantitative variables, we are transforming the two quantitative variables into two qualitative variables, then use again the techniques that we have seen last time in order to construct the two-way tables. For that, I write second, use the methods from the last lecture. I consider two quantitative variables, two quant vars, namely work hours and salary. Okay. Let me start with working hours. Let me check what is the range of working hours. Range x dollar sign working hours. You see here, down here, 7 and 11 hours. So I want to categorize or put the working hours into different categories based on a predefined principle. So that principle I defined first category should include all those employees who are working 7 hours or less. Now, my second category includes all employees who are working between 7 hours and 9 hours. My third category includes all employees. My third category includes all employees who are working 9 hours or okay. Based on this predefined principle, I can now categorize my quantitative variable working hours. For that, I define first an empty vector working hours category, for loops as well as conditional functions in order to categorize my working hours. We have done this in the past, it's not something new. I in 1 to the length of x dollar sign working hours. I say that if x dollar sign working hours I is less than or equal to 7 hours, then working hours category I should be equal to 1. Else if x dollar sign working hours I is bigger than 7 hours and x dollar sign working hours less than I less than 9 hours, then working hours CI is equal to 2. Else working hours CI is equal to 3. So let's run everything together. Let's run everything together and let's check what is working hour C. Now you see this is already being transformed to a categorical variable taking values 1 to do the same steps for salary, and for that I first check the range of salary. X dollar sign salary is between 1 to 30. So I have to define a principle based on which I categorize the salary variable. So I say salary, it's a category number 1, all those who are having salary 10,000 or then category 2, more than 10,000 and 20 less than or equal to 20. Then we have those third category, those who are having more than 20,000. So that means we have to again create an empty vector for a salary which is being categorized. I call it SC for salary categorized. And then this is the empty vector. Then I guess for loop for I in 1 to length of salary. I say that if x $ salary is less than or equal to 10, then I put these people in category 1, that is the CI should be equal to 1. So I got else if x $, sorry, here I forgot to put I here, of course I will need to, x $ salary I is more than 10,000 and x $ salary I is less than or equal to 20,000, then I put all these people in category 2. Okay, else I put everybody else in category 3. So let's run everything together and let's see where is SC. SC is C category 1, 2, and 3. So we have all employees being put in 3 categories with respect to salary and with respect to the working hours. Now we can construct two-way table. The two-way table of salary, of working hours and salary. Okay, for that I call it T table. I use working hours category and salary category. So let's see what is T. Now look here, this is the working hours in the column, working hours category 1, working hours category 2, working hours category 3. Then we have salary category 1, category 2, and category 3. So these are the joint frequencies, the joint absolute frequencies. For example, we have no one with salary in category 1 or less than 1,000 who are working less than 7 hours. We have one person who is working 7 hours or less and having a salary between 10,000 and 20,000, and we have 4 people who are working 7 or less than 7 hours per day and having a salary between 30,000. These all other numbers can be interpreted likewise. Now we can construct a two-way table using the proportion, and for that I call double T is equal to prop table T. So this is double T. See, these are nothing but the percentage counterparts of the joint frequencies that we had over there. Now in order to see the total frequency, I call it TT, is the function %. T, I use digits, 2 digits for it, so TT. So this is the whole joint frequencies, including the marginal frequencies over there. So this is 16% we have in category 1 working hours, 46% in category 2 of working hours, 36% in category 3 of working hours, 6.67% in category 1 of salary, and so on and so forth. So based on these values, we see that somehow we have different values in categories of salary and working hours. That's an indication that working hours and salary might be associated. Number 3, two-way table of one qualitative variable and one quantitative variable. Okay, and for that I consider gender and working hours. Okay, to do that, gender is already being categorized. We have to categorize first. Categorize the quant variable if it's not being done already. But we already have categorized the working hours. Gender is already being categorized. Then I can go directly for two-way table of the both. I can go directly for the two-way table of both. That is two-way table, X gender, and X, sorry, this is being already categorized, working hours C. So now CT, what's going on? Okay, we have three categories for the working hours, 1, 2, 3, and then female and male. We have 2 female who are in category 1 of working hours, 7 female in category 2, 7 female in category 3, and then for the males, these are the absolute frequencies, joint frequencies in fact. Then we can put again likewise like the others, TT, proportion, prop table, T. This is how TT would look like with the percentage, total frequency, total percent, T digits equal to 2. So if you want to see the joint frequency, conditional frequency, and the marginal frequency, they are here. The same, since numbers are quite different, we can conclude that the total working hours and gender might be associated.